Interaction in an online course is critical to the overall success of your students regardless of the online teaching modality. Interaction is the catalyst that helps engage students, allows for more meaningful learning experiences, and builds a sense of community. Regular interaction also leads to better student outcomes, retention, and completion rates. So let's take a closer look at regular and substantive interaction. The U.S. Department of Education requires that all online course offerings must incorporate regular and substantive interaction between students and instructors. Regular interaction is defined as on a scheduled and predictable basis and must be initiated by the faculty member and be concerning the course material. Wholly optional interactions or interactions that occur only upon the request of a student are not considered RSI. So why is RSI important for us as an educational institution? RSI is directly tied to student financial aid eligibility, and it serves as the clear distinction between a correspondence course and a distance learning course, a distinction that may impact a student's financial aid. In order to make sure our online courses are in line with the Department of Education, you must use interaction within your course. There are 3 types of interaction that can be leveraged in your online course to engage your students. The first type of interaction is student-to-student interaction, which provides content that allows for interaction between students in a course. This can be done through an activity like a peer review. The second type of interaction is student-to-instructor interaction, which happens at various points throughout the course between the student and instructor, and is directly related to the course content. This might happen when an instructor provides feedback on a student's assignment. The last type of interaction is student-to-content interaction, which takes place when a student interacts directly with the course content. This might be achieved through an interactive game or annotating an assigned reading. Now that you are familiar with the 3 types of interaction, we will explore each of these further and provide helpful examples that you can use in your course. Let's take a look at a few examples of student-to-student interaction. The following examples below can easily be incorporated into your online course to provide RSI. Interactive discussions, peer-reviewed assignments, critiques, using collaborative tools, and group work or projects. Now let's examine how each of these can provide RSI. Interactive discussions are a great example of RSI because they can reinforce concepts in the lectures or course content and can be responded to by the instructor and other students alike. Discussions allow for student-to-student interaction, student-to-instructor interaction, and can be done live in class or via a discussion board. Peer-reviewed assignments can take interaction to another level and allow for student-to-student interaction, which can sometimes be lacking in an online course environment. Critiques, either in private or public within a class session, provide students with clear direction on how to advance in their work. Using collaborative tools like Jamboard or shared Google Docs allow for student-to-student interaction, student-to-content interaction, and student-to-instructor interaction, all vital to the success of the student in an online course. Lastly, fostering opportunities for group work, group projects, or using study groups in a course that are moderated by the instructor can improve student success in an online setting. All of these examples leverage student-to-student interaction in an online course. Another way to ensure that your online course meets RSI is to add more student-to-instructor interactions, which might include interactive discussions, draft review and feedback, office hours or one-on-one sessions, graded assignments or quizzes with feedback, weekly announcements, using collaborative tools, and reaching out to students who may need additional interaction. Now let's take a closer look at each of these examples. Like with student-to-student interaction, interactive discussion boards can be used by instructors to add to a discussion, make comments, and provide additional resources. Interactive discussions can be done in a class session or via a discussion board. The Canvas learning management system allows for instructors to provide reviews on draft assignments and provide feedback to students. Office hours and one-on-one sessions can also aid in providing students with more student-to-instructor interaction. If delivering that interaction over Zoom or another video conferencing tool. Keep meetings to no more than 30 minutes to reduce Zoom fatigue. Graded assignments or quizzes with feedback will provide students a way to properly gauge their own success throughout the course and provide a better understanding of areas in need of improvement. Using weekly announcements explaining course content or reinforcing concepts is a great way to maintain continued interaction with students throughout the course. Leveraging collaborative tools like Jamboard or shared Google Docs can allow for quick and easy student-to-instructor interaction opportunities, which is vital to the overall success of the student in an online course. Lastly, identifying students that are struggling to reach the established outcomes through observation of discussion activity, assessment completion, or even user activity logs, and offering them additional opportunities for interaction can retain students in a course. Now, let's take a look at the last type of interaction, which is student-to-content interaction. Examples of student-to-content interaction might include video lectures, Zoom or class session recordings, annotating a reading, or even an online interactive game or knowledge check activity. Let's discuss these examples further. Some examples of student-to-content interaction include the following: video lectures directly related to the course content that are concise and no longer than 12 minutes long to account for audience attention span. You can take interaction with video lectures further by asking students to watch the video lecture and then provide opportunities for students to reflect on the content. This is a great way to easily incorporate interaction and RSI. Zoom recordings related to the course content can provide essential context and reiterate discussions and lectures had in class, and serve as a reference for students when questions arise. Annotating a reading assignment to engage closer with the reading materials in class, or providing an online interactive game or knowledge check to reinforce concepts learned in class are all great examples of student-to-content RSI. In this video, we discussed how interaction in an online course is critical to the overall success of your students. We defined regular and substantive interaction, provided information on the 3 types of interaction, and showed some examples for each of these interaction types that you can use to amp up interaction in your online course.